Orlando City leaders are signing off on a measure to allow penalties for people who block city sidewalks.
Several people showed up for today's meeting to express their views on this idea before City Council actually passed that measure. West 2's Liv Johnson is live tonight outside of Orlando City Hall. And Liv, people objecting to the new rules say it's still not clear enough.
Right, there was a lot of back and forth today between city commissioners and members of the public. Ultimately, the people who are speaking up say they're just concerned that the language of the ordinance is not clear enough, and thus it can be left up to interpretation and used by law enforcement in a way that it might not be intended to be used.
To vote yes on Ordinance 2023-55 is to prioritize your own comfort over unhoused people's safety and dignity.
It was a sentiment repeated over and over again at Orlando City Commissioner meeting on Monday. People taking to the podium to express concern over an ordinance that would allow the city to penalize people who block someone's way on the sidewalk, forces them to find another way, or does these things after law enforcement has already told them to move. This would apply to anyone, whether they're homeless, soliciting donations, expressing viewpoints, or gathering signatures. They could even face fines or jail time. It's an ordinance Commissioner Patty Sheehan believes will make downtown Orlando a safer place to walk at night.
The problem is that everybody outside the bars is congregating outside the bars, blocking all the sidewalks, and if you try to walk by, they call you names. I've been challenged.
But advocates for the homeless believe it will be used to target that population.
Your solutions are to criminalize the homeless, to fine them $500, which you know they don't have.
Kevin Littenberg, who is currently unhoused in the city of Orlando, says he worries how this ordinance might change his relationship with Orlando police officers, whom he says have always treated him with respect.
But with this ordinance, that's all going to change, because the letter of the law says that when they tell me to move, if I don't move as fast as the officer in question at the time wants me to move, he has the right to arrest me and give me a fine.
Orlando police released a statement to WESH last month about this ordinance saying, quote, "This proposed ordinance should not disproportionately affect anyone, including our unsheltered population, as it is aimed at illegal activity." District 5 Commissioner Regina Hill reiterating this statement.
And it's not just about homelessness, it's about safety. And every citizen, regardless if they're experiencing homelessness or they're not working 9 to 5, or if their infants, deserve a safe thoroughfare and safe neighborhoods.
Now, with that vote passing 6-2, it goes into effect today. Mayor Dyer did say that he wants to revisit it in about 6 months, see how it's been used, and if they do need to possibly change the language of the ordinance. Live from City Hall, I'm Liv Johnson, WESH 2 News.